Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done one of these recaps, so I wanted to do a candle by candle recap of NQ price action. Now, normally I would just be doing probably pre-market, a couple hours before market open, as well as, the normal 9:30 a.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern session. But I want to cover all the entire aftermarket from Thursday leading into overnight on Friday, all of Friday, etc. So it's almost 24 hours of coverage, probably. Um, Close to that. So what we're doing is we're going to recap from the very early evening Thursday, and then we're going to lead into Friday. So here we have Thursday. This looks like at so 12 so 4:50 p.m. Eastern. So you're going to see here, obviously, we're going to stop trading at 5 p.m. and then we have a market opening at 6 p.m. Eastern. So here we have a long signal. Now, me personally, I see this long signal. If you're going to take this long signal, I would probably wait until we close above VWAP because you can see here we're right under VWAP and we hit this supply zone. So I'd wait for a pullback and then a close above VWAP and then I would enter. And then you can use, whatever you want to use as your stop. Obviously the EMAs are too far down, so maybe I would use this demand zone as my stop. You can see here we're going to wait and then we get a close above VWAP. So this is my cue to enter. So we have my long signal here. I'm going to go ahead and enter and just looking to scalp back into the top of that area of supply for a good amount of points there, close to I think maybe like 9 or 10 points. Let's see here. Yeah, actually more. It's about 12 points, right? So that's $240 per contract. So if you do two contracts, $480. Anyway, you'll see here that we go ahead and shoot right into that area and close above. So then I take my profits. That is a good trade. So that is the first signal of the evening. See, we pull back here, go into the supply area. We see some resistance off that supply area, pull back into the clouds, and we just continue trading. Okay, and now we get a short signal. So let's take a look at the short signal and what we have here. So first we get the short signal, but what's nice is we want to look at what precedes the short signal as well. We had a close below VWAP, bear flag consolidation back into VWAP, and the rejection here. If we zoom in, we take a look at the candle. Um, oops. So we take a look at the candle here. This is an inverted hammer rejection of VWAP as well as our two EMA clouds, and then a bearish engulfing candle that closes below our previous automatic support as well as we dump below the clouds. We have bearish clouds now, and then we also take a look at volume. We see the significant rising volume here, and I can already see we have an auto support area at 21274, 21724, sorry, which is right here. So of course our stop is going to be VWAP and EMAs, and then we're targeting the next area of auto support right there. So if you take a look at how many points that is, that's a solid about 9 points, and it's a pretty quick trade, pretty quick scalp. Boom, immediately get our price target and get out. And we actually closed below that area, so I wouldn't be surprised if we took another hit down to the 200 EMA there, which we do. And then we bounce right off there, and then we actually get a PR. So we exited this trade here, and then we have another trade opportunity there. Now, in terms of for this PR here, right, I'm looking for a quick scalp, right, back into this auto resistance area. It's about 9 points, again, 180 for just one contract. So it's a nice scalp there. And of course, we know our stop loss line is right there. Boom, immediately within a few seconds here, within a few minutes, we got our target almost exactly right at that auto resistance area. So that's, you can see three successful signals in a row. And we're going to continue looking at price action here. We ended up going fully to that price target. So you can see how I'm actually pretty conservative, right? So the max target should be the EMA clouds, which is actually 17 points, which is I think about $340 per contract. And then I would definitely be out here because you can see we have somewhat of a doji, a bearish doji almost here right into the EMAs. And then no surprise, we end up pulling back after that and dumping right back into this area where we generate an auto demand zone. So now again, I'm just watching, right? I'm observing, I'm waiting for a setup, okay? There's a quick PR here that I just accidentally skipped, so let's take a look here. Okay, so we get another PR. Okay, now this PR is a little bit more risky because we actually close below this supply zone. So we get the PR here. Now again, I'm looking to take this right into the clouds. It's a very low, a very small move. So I'd actually, this is one of those PRs where I'm up nicely on the day. I might just skip it. But you can see here, we could probably get around 4 to 5 points off this, right? So we take it back into the EMAs and then right there, right back into the EMA clouds here. Now the thing is to make sure I would be out here, even though it's a very small scalp, is because we rejected this supply area as well as we rejected the EMA clouds. We hit our target technically, right? We never go up into past the EMA clouds when we have a PR signal. That should be our max target. So you can see here we reject it and I would be out there. But again, this is another one of those situations where we just ended up continuing much, much higher if you had the conviction to hold, because we did retest this support area here. But ultimately, we ended up going a little bit further to the top of the EMA cloud here for 8 points. Okay. This is one of those nice ones that is a proper reversal. You can see here these signals. I'm more conservative than even my script is, right? Like I'm only scalping these for a few points, whereas they're ending up going much further and usually hitting our max target. So all depends on the trader and your style. Look at this, right into VWAP, pull back, continue higher. Okay, now we have a PR signal here. It's another one of these PRs. Now, this PR signal, we're looking to take a push back into this support slash VWAP slash EMA cloud. Our stop is the stop loss line here, a close above. So boom, we get our price target. So that looks like, let's see there. Technically, it's the candle closed here. So it's about 6 points, $120 per contract. Good scalp there. And then we continue here. Okay, that was a nice kind of based off of VWAP here before breaking out here on heavy volume. You can see the volume, huge volume rise right back above the EMA cloud, and then formed this little bear flag here, and then ripped and broke out higher, closed above this supply area slash auto resistance. So this is a proper breakout. Let's see if it is rejected or if we continue higher. We do continue higher off this breakout, and then we get a PR signal. So PR signal here, again, we are aiming for a push back into the clouds, or maybe an area right here with a stop above that stop loss line. Yeah, I would be out here. That is a nice pullback. That is about 9 point, almost 10 points. So definitely take our profits there. So great PR with immediate follow through. And then we actually end up again going further all the way down for a 12.5 point drop ultimately after we tap the EMA cloud there. Right, we're just kind of, oh, right, this is one of those like it looked like, oh, we broke out, and then boom, they dump it right back down. And then we do a breakout again, and we actually properly break out here, getting a lot of volume increase. Waiting for the next signal. At this point, we are Friday morning here, Friday at 7 a.m. Okay, so here is where we get our first failed signal, which is this first PR right here, where we are looking for a pullback right back down here, at least to this area. We don't get it. We actually immediately shoot back up. Now we haven't technically closed above the stop loss line yet. We did have a wick, so I'm still in that position. But yeah, I mean, we did get drawdown. We did move down about 5 points. But if you were waiting for a lower target, you would have gotten probably stopped out right here. And then you have the second PR. Right, you could have used that as your conviction. So typically if I have a PR here and then I get stopped out, but I haven't stopped out of the second PR's criteria, I would probably keep the position here. So this is the ultimate stop area right here for the second PR, which is 2 PRs in a row, which I like to call a double PR, which almost always has really good follow through. So I'm actually looking for a significant push down after this double PR. And would you look at that? I'm gonna keep showing you how crazy this one is, right? Double PR, we do not hit the stop loss line at the second PR, we just absolutely dump. And then we get this, another PR here. So this PR is a nice one, right? This PR is a PR that taps previous day demand, which is huge, right above VWAP, and actually also wicks through our auto demand here and closes above. Beautiful setup. I would be looking to take this one right into the EMA clouds. And then you can see, boom, immediately after market opens, it goes in the position of in the direction of our PR, and we get a 23-point move within 5 minutes, and we actually rip even higher. We get a long signal. Off that long signal, we move up about 20 more points, get a PR signal, right? After the PR signal, we might be looking to take this if we're really, really feeling it here, 44 points to the next area of demand or support there. And guess what? Boom, we get that. I mean, it's just insane. And what's crazy is this is a top tick for the entire day. Watch this. Off this QQQ PR, which is a stop line or stop loss line above the high of day, we just continue dumping and dumping. and dumping. Really insane stuff here. You can see we closed below the previous day supply, retested it, rejected that as well as the 200 EMA, and then just continued dumping, right? So close below, retest. You can see the volume is very clearly skewed to the sell side, right? And then we're just continuing to dump, finding some support here. After these 3 wicks and holds of the supply zone and demand area, we then shot up into the EMA clouds, pulled back down. Would not be surprised if we get one more little push back into the EMAs here before we can get maybe some continuation to the downside. Okay, that's basically what happened. We did get another bounce here off this demand area. So right now, I'm probably in the no trade area. It does look like we could be consolidating for another leg down, but at the same time we're finding a good amount of support here after a push down from our top tick PR. So here I'd be out of my positions. You would have profited heavily off of any kind of short you took off of this signal. So just watching there, and then looks like we get a long signal. All right, so we get a long signal here. And now what I like about this long signal is we're also getting a bull flag here, right? Right, closing right at or above that resistance area. So here we're looking to get a push into this previous day supply zone where we'd be met with VWAP as well. So we're looking for a nice move of what could be, about 25 points, which is $500 per contract. So there you go, boom, we hit our target. I would be out here, but what's nice is we got some confirming volume there, so we could continue even higher off that bullish volume. But I would be out. You can see we pull back into the clouds, rip higher. At this point, we are hitting this area of resistance a couple times, right? At that point, I would definitely be out of any kind of long because you can see here you had nearly a 75-point move or 0.34% on the indice. Good area to be out here after we retested this second area of resistance on auto supply twice. And would you look at that? You can see that we failed to break out, and then the supply zone was clutch, as well as the one that was generated below it. Here we're having look like we might actually end up getting a push down here. Would not be surprised if we maybe pushed to this next area down here. But to be honest, I can't remember what happens, so we'll just wait and see. Oh shoot. Okay, that's funny. That's actually the end. There's no more. That is 5, yeah, that's 4:55 p.m. Eastern on Friday. So there you go, guys. All these signals except for one were successful. Now this one would have worked out if you just held based on the second double PR stop loss. As you can see here, we never touched it and we dumped. But anyway, there's a candle by candle recap. Hopefully this helps you understand my script and how to take trades a little bit better. And yeah, have a good Sunday.